Well, the sense of history happening was really, for all of us, that was in 1975, to hear Leo Brouwer for the first time. We didn't know who he was. He played this concert. He blew our minds. We got to hear his music, and that certainly changed my life. And my dedication to his music is something that followed in the years. And of course, when he wrote El Decámaro Negro for me, which is one of his signature pieces later on.
Yeah, he said that's his favorite. I have that on tape.
Really?
That's my favorite. Yeah.
And he wrote that for me in 1981. So we're talking about just 6 years after the Toronto Festival. So we all met Leo. We were awed by his artistry as a composer and as a player. That was the sense of history we all had. I don't think any of us thought, we're going to be the new leaders in the guitar world. Maybe some of us did. I didn't. I just, I just entered for the heck of it. I mean, Elliot Fisk told me about the competition. We were friends at that time. And he said, you should really enter this. And I said, nah, I don't have a chance. He said, no, just do it for fun. I said, okay, I'll do it for fun. And that was really how it happened. I'm sure he's not happy that he suggested it now, but we're still great friends. And the funny thing about Toronto is that it almost didn't happen because, and this is a story I've not shared very often, I owned a Mark Leaf case. Those are the very large fiberglass, very heavy.
Oh, yeah, I remember those. They weigh a ton.
They're kind of triangular and teardrop-shaped cases, and they only have 2 latches on them. Now, of course, guitar cases have many latches. Well, in those days, it was just 2. So I had this behemoth slung over my shoulder. I enter the elevator to go to the floor where the competition would be held. And there were about 2 or 3 other people in the elevator. And I'm aware that this is a very momentous experience. This is for the finals, Tony. And one of the people in the elevator, I don't know who it was to this day, I'd love to know who it was, said, ma'am, your case is not fastened. And I looked. And in my nervousness, in my haste, in my angsting about the whole day, I had forgotten to latch the case.
Holy cow.
I would have stepped out of that elevator, the case would have opened up, and my guitar would have tumbled to the ground and been destroyed, most likely, and that would have been the end.
Wow.
Right before we're talking about maybe 40 minutes before playing in the finals.
Holy cow.
That guy saved my life.
Well, thanks to an anonymous person,
wherever you are, thank you.
Yeah, maybe he'll hear this. Let's hope.
Maybe.